Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much. If something ain't done soon...
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well... I can't... How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working on bringing another one. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification. But, let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. Only mithril engines get hotter. And you can't... Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the... And I hear you once helped...
If it's for the good of the hideaway, So,
We've got a couple of examples here.
more fallen material. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more...
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat. We've collected as many as we can. And I know.
So you want me to visit some ruins? Destroy...
That's it, and we're only 3 short, Mike. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmecchia.
All right then.
Will do.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic, we'll need to find another port.
Preferably one as well hidden as the ironworks.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson today?
Canva lost.
What a wonderful idea.
It can't be true.
Let's do just that.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had anything so delicious.
I should be so lucky.
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah, the weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. What do you want? No scratches, right? And?
Don't tell me we've run out of pepper these days.
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields to traverse their routes.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Come back.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. She's my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was,
Did she?
following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment and about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Ah, Clive. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it. But I think even he's starting to worry.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal greens for a few...
Gazal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're better that than something that'll wither away at first. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. They ain't exactly succulent, but...
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you...
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own.
Of course. And it had to be me. But she's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us.
That was her just now. So...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired her... She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on...
Let's go.
Faster!
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver I want?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
It's over.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not... I surrender.
Sid!
Ah, Doris, you know, but casting your lot with this criminal...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. This woman, my former master, she raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade, but you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my...
I never swore my blade to you. To liberate the bear. Farewell, master.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right.
I am.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks to
keep up the good work.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. I wonder they can still walk.
Ah, Lord, what brings you to...
A delivery.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then. I jest, of course. But they'd long since...
Martha was hoping he might be able to show so that they'll be able to...
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped their They know little of freedom, of providing... Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved... Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far. It's about time we all... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a Verit. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out.
Precisely.
What if you could call on reinforcement?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so...
So wait. You said you liked them. They may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right, my lord. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creature...
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim with luck. That point will be the village square, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong... I'd say you have both in abundance, await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part, each shielding the other, that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. Not let this village fall. Now for it.
Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal!
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride.
Well, the better half of her guard is here, so wait.
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think that I could order a detachment.
No. You stay here too, so I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, may the Founder protect you.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Eastpool will be safe in our hands, my lord. You have my word.
Let's go. Run like the wind. With me, Torgal. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then.
This village isn't...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now too.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought...
Can we continue to count on...
Of course, as Rosary.
Indeed we...
And Clive, come by. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
Lord Rosfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
The hero returned. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you...
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded. Take it before I...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's and a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bear, though I suppose the rest ain't much. You know, bearers living free like that. Old as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye.
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, The cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled, and then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? He certainly didn't lack...
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's a good thing we've got a few It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope. Anyway, enough. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone's... The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Run like the wind. Time to fight. Damn it. The whole village has turned. Deal with these ones first. Nice try. Nice try. Find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find. Ready, go? That's better. down. One to go.
Let of us believe these ghosts.
I got peppers to numb your tongue.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
This is no time to ride. Let's go.
Yeah!
Time to fight. Don't get surrounded. You deserve a rest.
Give me!
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Ah, Sid, sir.
Good, thankfully.
That's brilliant! I'll fit him to the smelter. May I present to you the Telemon furnace?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid.
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make... And I reckon I know how. With a... It's a metal, see? So it's
Stretchy metal.
Ah. So?
Thank you, Owain.
And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out there too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together.
They'll hardly believe they're up.